Okay. I have runners already set aside today. How exciting is that? It's coming together. Nice. Absolutely gonna have to assemble the stand for this bad boy once it's all done, because this thing is too large. Let's see here. I don't want to start with the feet. We're going to start with the legs properly. I need G. I need polycaps. I need I. Varnish tube. Okay, I thought I had everything ready. But apparently I don't have my varnish tubes. Whatever that means. Okay. Let's take a peek in that box and see what's going on. I don't remember seeing this model coming with any sort of varnish tube. And I've never seen this referenced before here. Let me look this up. I have no idea. So that means it's here somewhere. Because they wouldn't sell me a model without everything present. I have no idea what's going on. Manuals generally have a list of items that are included in the box on the first page, or pages. Right now, Seth, it looks like we've got a Just Wild Beats miscommunication. There is supposed to be in this box a PVC wire and a plastic varnish tube. I'm trying to remember if I've pulled them out and set them aside at some point without realizing it, or if something else is happening here. Just gonna go through this methodically real fast. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. This is hefty. Okay, well, having emptied the whole box, there is nothing... Whoops. Nothing matching the description of either of those parts in this container. I don't really know what to do about that. So we gotta skim through and see if that's gonna be a problem at all. Huh. We've generally got a pretty good memory for anything I've taken out of the box. And these parts... I mean, there's not even an image for them, so... This is for the back of the thigh, it looks like, but I can't tell if it's a functional part or an aesthetic part. Fits in the knee, slots into the back. Okay, this is just an aesthetic piece, and I can make this myself later. My phone needs to stop going off. Oh, yeah, I can just order some of this and throw it together. The wire part has me confused as well. Nope. Okay, so I can see where they connect in the back. Yeah, that's recreatable. But it's also annoying. I wish I didn't have to. Okay. Maybe I'll stumble across them down the road and they're just sitting out somewhere. I'll reorganize my area later and get a good look around. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. Get cozy. G16, 22, 23, 24, and 17 on the next section. We're also gonna need... This is in G. And that is... There we go. This is more of that really tough, brittle plastic I'm not a huge fan of. They've started to shy away with it with more recent model kits. I'm very happy about that. (22) 23. It's right there. And 16 is there. How are you enjoying your session of Gundam Wing, Seth? Snip, snip. Come on. How's it going, Raver? Yeah. So as long as you go into Gundam Wing acknowledging that, hey, this show is old, it's a lot easier to stomach. Because motivations change frequently in that show. It's kind of a mess. But still fun. However, we never defend Chang Wu-Fei. He's indefensible. That man is a gremlin. And not in a fun way. What game were you guys playing, Raver? Let's see. I-215 and I-219. Yeah, it's like the opposite of Chekhov's gun. It's Hiro's gun. He might use it. Maybe. When he does, it'll be too late. We're gonna stop cutting out there, let's sand these down, and then go from there. That is... that's a little wobbly, isn't it? Let's see if we can stabilize that. That's horrifying. I don't do horror games in general, but especially not one that's listening to me the whole time. I'm a coward. Move that out of the way. Is there an estimated release date, or does it feel like a pretty complete game so far? I'll see, power to you. Phasmophobia is about my upper limit, and even then, sometimes I just hide in the closet until everybody else is dead. Oh boy. I could never. Do you guys have a favorite horror movie? I won't watch it, and I'm not looking for recommendations, but it's always curious to see what people love. Also, sorry if I'm a little low energy today. I'm nursing a wicked headache right now. Some kids came to my door looking to offer dog walking services in the middle of what is my night, since, you know, I go to bed at something like 7 a.m. They came by at 10 o'clock and I couldn't fall back asleep. Ow. So you were raised on the classics, where they really weren't even horror movies at that point. I'm sorry, killer sofa? Is this like a couch that gets all up in your business if you sit on it? That's wild. Is it like a love seat? A lazy boy? Yeah, okay. So it's doubly stupid. I can appreciate that to an extent. I adjusted my lights a little bit while working on my camera. I don't think that one's working out, but I need to readjust my slack in order to fix it. So I'm gonna suffer through it today. I'm assuming the ritual is like an exorcism-based one, or is it something else? Evil Dead, is that like... Oh, what's the character's name? Like Ash? Something about a chainsaw arm comes to mind. Gotcha. And that's a horror movie? Without knowing anything about it, you know, I would have assumed it was something more like Shaun of the Dead, Hellboy style, something like that. Okay, okay. That's the kind of thing that I might be able to do. I can give it a shot at some point. One there. Where are my nub marks? I'm missing one of them. Okay, and the other one's there, I just can't see it. Which is perfect. Okay. There we go. Sort our tools back out. Let's do this. Duly noted, Seth. And, I'm assuming those are all part of a series, then? Like Cloverfield style. Worse how? Oh, get a good pop in there. Oh, okay. So, horror-based Predator. Or Alien. I guess Alien is like horror light. Gotcha. Resident Evil is fun to watch, as somebody who knows very little about it. I've got a couple friends who, whenever they're playing it, I will pop in there and watch. Would never play it myself. Unless somebody was like sitting on the couch next to me and could suffer with me, I'm weaker alone. This part shouldn't be visible anywhere, but the backside will be. So we gotta get this off. Okay, see, now it's relatable, Raver. Are you excited for the sequel, Seth? Heck yeah. Look at that. Come for the gunpla. Stay for the horror movie recommendations. See, I think I could be convinced to watch bad horror movies. But not the good ones, not the well-made ones. Although, I guess for context, when it comes to how low my threshold is for thriller devices, I couldn't really watch I Am Legend. Now, granted, I watched it when it came out in theaters, but couldn't finish that. I am here to laugh and have a good time. Horrors and thrillers just don't do it for me. That and zombies make me wildly uncomfortable. Nice. Right. And believe me when I say, I mean, there's no shame. I know exactly what I'm about. Here's a question for you. What kind of movie is... what is it called? Little Shop of Horrors? Little Pet Shop? Maybe those are two different movies. I'm thinking of, like... I don't even know if it's the same movie that has, like, Audrey 3 or whatever. Little Shop of Horrors. Horrors! Hello, this is my Little Shop of Horrors. It's quite spooky. Gotcha. Okay. Sweeney Todd style. Feed me, Seymour. Yeah, I need to watch that at some point. One of the many different iterations of it. Well, check that out. Maybe I'll convince the guys at work to watch it with me. Once we finish our Gundam Wing binge. Hey Seth, you're my go-to guy for finding out. Can you confirm for me if I can have alcohol on stream? I know we talked about it before, but happy to hear it, Raver. Go grab it while I clean up the rest of these parts. I know we discussed it, but I don't remember fully. Was it just a can't show labels kind of thing, or was it a matter of like it's fine as long as the stream isn't labeled as being for kids? Damn, fully a no-go. Got it. Okay. I mean, yeah, my streams are never going to be listed as such, but doubly and triply so in the context of inebriation. So I think I've got my camera set up so that it should be good to go. It shouldn't have been timing out at all. I actually do have a battery in there. Ah, okay. Well, fully unrelated, I have some really interesting orange cream soda in my fridge that I'll drink at some point later. I'm gonna have to double tap all of these parts and soften up the sanding before I buffer it out. That's exhausting. I haven't had a chance to play D&D in a long time, and I'm starting to get that itch again. Oh, I'm so smooth. Buttery smooth, even. Like a good old tub of movie theater popcorn. Heck yeah. Everything about the Unicorn series is so good. I would happily stream it up and put it on the side of the stream if I could get away with it. That would be a lot of fun. But alas, I don't want to get suspended. And it's not like they can copyright strike me, per se. I'm not monetized, and I don't intend to monetize. But don't want to piss off Big Bandai and Sunrise. I didn't do a very good job here. Let's hit this again. I'm trying my hardest, Seth, to get my first relic in Cosmic Exploration, just to accelerate the other ones. But oh my god. Sounds good, Raver. Having to brute force everything. I mean, some macros work great, but I have to fish for missions to get stage 4 points. It's not fun. I do not love it. Like, is it really worth it? You know, I've got level 720 tools. I guess I'll be prepped for the next stage. But no relic tool I've encountered has been as problematic as this one. The Dawn Trail missions are remarkably unenjoyable. And it's taking so long. I know it says, you know, hey, it'll speed up once you finish your first, and then your second, your third, and so on. But I'm on that first one right now. And I don't know if I want to do it anymore. That's fair. And that'll be nice, because I really do want to prep myself and finally have, like, a set of modern crafting gear when it's relevant. And make use of it. And that way I can maintain it going forward too. Do we know that for sure? Is 7.3 the next, or the last step? Shouldn't matter anywhere, but just in case. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm not quite sure what you mean, Seth. Like, the final steps aren't available yet, right? Because I think I'm currently on the level 80 or 90 upgrade. Like, version 7. Or stage 7, rather. And from my recollection, I don't think I can finish it fully yet. Sand that out. Sand this out. Maybe they are, right? I don't know. I'm not far enough along. I don't know if all the stages are out or not. And I don't even know if Cosmic Exploration is done yet, myself. Gotcha. That's pretty nice. Okay. Let's grab these parts. Cut out some polycap parts. We need PC20. I'll go like this. This will go... Oh, let's attach these two. Nice, that snaps in there. This goes in here. It seems like it does anyways. These will fit together. What on earth is the implication here? What? I feel like I'm losing my mind because what it's asking me to do, this part cannot physically do. Let's reference the second piece. I mean, moving is emotionally and physically exhausting. Ending up depressed in the middle of it or at the end of it, it's not surprising by any means, I don't think. Part 24 is what I cut out. I slotted it into part 16. So I've done the right thing here. This is the G runner. Is this just a full-on failure? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, I put this in backwards. And I don't know how I'm going to get this out. Let's get creative. Try blunt force first. Nope, that didn't work. Flashlight. There it is. No, what'll probably have to happen is I'm gonna have to go soak it in some hot water. So we can soften it up just a little bit. And then I'll make a shim of some sort, kind of slot it in there and use that to slide it out. But these instructions, this isn't the first time I've run into an issue where I couldn't tell what the perspective was. Except this time it's kind of catastrophic. Let's go with this leverage. We're gonna take the blade off of this while we use it as a tool. Ooh! Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hot damn. Fixed it. Part separators can work for certain things, but with the way this thing is wedged in there, there was no world in which that was coming out without just some nice acute force. Some sort of gunk on my blade. Okay. Now it can do what it needs to do. Hot damn. Nice. I love that inner frame a lot. I'm excited to detail it so that nobody will ever see it again. That's the way of it. Okay. Slap these boys together. Bam. Now, I don't have the varnish tube it's requesting. Did I cut out I-1211? I-211... No, I didn't. Yeah, I actually don't own a part separator, but I've never needed one either. Congratulations, Seth. On to the next one. That is oriented like that. G44 is oriented... like so. So this will... Man, I'm a mess today. Can't hold on to anything. Where'd you go, bud? Oh, I heard it. I have to crawl under my desk. I'll be right back. Gotta make myself decent again. Alright. So we're gonna slot that part in there. We don't have those varnish pieces, so we can't do anything about that. Okay. How strange. Yeah. I wonder what color those parts are. Okay. This will go right here. Shared fates are miserable. Fully and truly. Okay, we have a knee now. I wonder why Lakeland requires so many more. Okay. This will go right here. Slide down. Get those in there at the same time. Wait. What are you doing, bud? There we go. Now we have a flexing knee. No, I need a few more parts before I can finish that side. Okay. I-218, 3-9. Got that already. Got that. There we go. Yeah, Seth has quite the collection. That much is for sure. 2021-36. All of those. And those will fit together in such a way that that's not going to be visible, that's not visible. That'll sit behind that. Okay. So the only thing I have to worry about is this down here. shouldn't be visible either, I don't think. But I might be wrong. So let's hit it anyways. This soundtrack is too soothing. It's got me messed up right now. Went out to grab food earlier, some groceries. Forgot to grab a Red Bull. Now I'm crashing again. I'm on my involuntary caffeine detox. I might do the laziest thing ever and actually use some DoorDash credits I have from a failed order some time back. And just have somebody go grab some for me. Oh, that's so greatly appreciated. But I'm suffering from my own inability to keep notes right now, so let this be a lesson learned to me. Yeah, that's understandable, Seth. I get it. Nice. This should be invisible. That's an internal piece. Should be, but I'm not positive. At that point, you're not drinking tea. You're drinking sadness in a cup. Not like I'm one to comment. I don't drink tea in general. But that's because it tastes like sadness in a cup. Ooh. Okay, it's fighting time. Who's messaging me on Discord? Hell yeah. Let me respond to this real fast. Do any of you play Teamfight Tactics on League? I ask because a new set just came out. And, it's starting to feel boring in a way that I can't articulate. I wanted to see if anybody else was experiencing it. No, TFT is still very present and healthy. I'm not sure which other thing you're referring to, unfortunately, so I couldn't comment. I already got these. Cool. Where is my dull sponge? Legends of Runeterra is still present, it's just in a more or less maintenance mode. It's very much so just focused on the PvE game mode now, instead of PvP. Yeah, Raver. Okay. Sand, sand, sand. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that is a reality, which is why if I ever play League of Legends proper, I play it with chat turned off. Just playing my own game and vibing. But TFT is pretty different in that it's not a 5v5. It's 8 players going to head-to-head in auto battler. I think it's pretty fun sometimes. You get to see those same champions and fun designs represented in different ways throughout each set. Have any of you watched Arcane? Arcane is a lot of fun. There we go. Okay. Your cousin's got good taste. Hey, spoilers. I love how accessible it is to people who know nothing about League of Legends. They make it really easy to just kind of slide into the universe. More or less because it's kind of a fresh retelling of everything. They used it to rejuvenate a lot of lore. Nice. So that's facing the right way this time. This guy will go... Oh, let's clean up that side a little better. Yeah, if you ever get the itch to check it out, but you're worried because you don't know anything about it, don't let that be a deterrent. There are Easter eggs, you know, there's lore, there are little things that you'll pick up on if you're familiar with the series. But, generally, yeah, anybody can jump right into it. And we should be getting announcements for the next, not season, but next show in their series that they're doing of animations. I'm excited for it. Make sure we get these facing the right way. This will go in here like this. Nice. We want this one here. I've never seen this used for an interframe structure before, so I'm very curious to find out what it is that I'm putting together right now. If I can get these two halves to go together. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a bit of wiggling. This is going to slot in, looks like in a couple places. This doesn't make a ton of sense right now. Oh, is that what's happening here? Okay. These instructions are a little unclear in parts, and I don't love that. there, get that there. Wiggle it back and forth. Start at the top. Nice. It's a good sized leg. Polycap 15, I2 8 and 17. G25 and 2 G31s. I dislike sanding cylinders. It's not my favorite. You gotta hold them real funny, especially when they're tiny. And even then you still launch them at least once. 8 and 17. Okay. Alright, let's clean these bad boys up and be done with the inner frame of leg number 1. And if any of you are ever watching and you see me do something stupid like this right here, don't cut towards your fingers unless like you're cool with getting cut. Obviously I try to avoid it, but sometimes, depending on the size of a piece, or if I need to, stop my blade after a certain distance, my fingers are pretty roughed up and calloused at this point from having done this for a while. Not in any overt way, but enough that just tagging in with the X-Acto knife isn't going to make me bleed. That's my, my developed superpower. Generally, though, cut away from yourself or safely move your fingers away from your angle. Oh, did it not specify which one you could use, Raver? Every time my X-Acto knife draws blood, Seth, it remembers. Doesn't have to cut away there. Okay. Very light cuts here. Very, very, very light. Snip. Snap. Cut. Cut. Sounds good. Bring me something too. I'm feeling hungry. I've got the munchies. Not I'm feeling munchy. Yeah, sometimes they omit the hey, choose your part here portion. And it'll say it somewhere earlier on the instructions. And you get to that point and you forget about it. Or it's in Japanese and you don't recognize it at first. And you're like, when do I put in the cool crystals? When does the fun happen? If I go get some Red Bull, I'm gonna need some sunflower seeds to go with it. Sweet and salty, salty and sweet. Caffeine to give me the jitters, and seeds to smash beneath my teeth. that makes sense. Good effect parts really make a kit something else. Like some of the Mega Man kits that I have behind me, you can't see very clearly. I'll post pictures in the collections later. But some of the Buster, charge shot effects, things like that, I love so much. I've been practicing in my free time, which is a lot of my time, making effect parts or making just effects in general. Because I really want to, I want to get a nice sliding cannon action shot for my Barbados or for one of a couple other kits. So I've been practicing my smoke clouds. Because that'll really bring something to life. I don't think you were around when I discussed it early on, Raver. And by early on, I mean like my first stream or two. I'll happily do a session where I grab a kit and sit down and we can practice weathering them. But there are a couple things to, kind of keep in mind. One, practice with a kit you don't care about. Choose something with good curves and straights so you get different angles to work on. Like a Leo, like a high grade, if you can find one. Leos are my favorite test dummy kits. Weathering isn't random. If a unit is in space, it's going to have different kinds of weathering than something on the ground is. You think about, oh, it's got a thruster, it's got a backpack, it's going to end up with chips and dings that look like this or that. Slight discolorations instead of heavy pockmarks. Is this thing fighting against a unit that has beam weaponry or kinetic? You kind of change your weathering from there. If it's a ground type, you're going to have a lot of weathering near the feet inherently. Dirt, dust, rust. And then, you'll have a lot more battle damage around the cockpit and torso and shoulders. But the legs will be less targeted, right? Because you're closer to the ground. Whereas things in space are going to be a little more evenly spaced. Panel lining is so gosh darn easy. Go get a couple of these. How much are they? $7.49 from my local hobby town. Get a gray, get a dark gray, get a black, and then if you want, get like a light brown. And you'll have these for so very long. Make sure you shake well until you don't see ink caked up on the bottom anymore, which you can already see bubbles, which means it's not super caked up right now. And you dip, you touch, and let it filter through real panel lines. When I say a real panel line, these lines in the corner here, just where the edges meet, those aren't panel lines. You would have to scribe those together to make a line if you'd like to. Whereas something like these guys are real panel lines. It's on one part, so it's going to run smoothly. Easy peasy. Once you've done your panel lining, say you have some ink left over on the surface, use some lighter fluid or enamel thinner, and a Q-tip. I recommend firm Q-tips so that they don't go anywhere you don't want them to, but you can do it with regular Q-tips or paper towel as well. And just dip it in here, rub it off until you can't feel any liquid, it's very, very dry, and gently rub away your excess ink from wherever you've applied it to. It's such a short, quick, extremely nice way to add a bunch of depth to your kits. And when I say it's easy, I mean it's real easy. I've never tried the Gundam markers, but I imagine the process is the same. Let's go like this. I'm looking them up right now. I want to see what they're made of. Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be, water-based acrylic, which means if you want to clean up any excess, you use water instead of anything like lighter fluid or enamel thinner, which makes it easier. If you've got them, give them a shot. Just, again, test it on something you're not super worried about, and if they work the way I think they do, which will probably be a lot like these, the ink stores up in the shaft or the pen, and as you depress the tip of it, it's going to let out more and more ink, so go slow. And if you fully depress that tip, it's going to discharge a bunch of ink all at once. You don't want that. You don't want to clean that up. So do it over a plate. Do it with towels nearby the first time. Go slow. But otherwise, go. Nothing to be afraid of. It's a super, super cool technique to utilize. Now, all that said, you know, depending on what colors you have, I like using like a light gray or a neutral gray on white pieces. I use black on dark gray pieces or dark blue pieces. I'll use a brown on red pieces, things like that. You want to try and match your ink to your piece as much as you can, and you want it to be a lighter shade generally than black if you can help it. But sometimes, like dark gray, black is the only thing you're going to see. So that's what's most appropriate. But same thing with weathering. If you're going to weather, use a couple different colors and use the least amount of black of anything. Yeah, Leos are fantastic. And if you want, I think I have a Leo or like a tall geese or something. Yeah, I got a tall geese sitting behind me. I can always bust that out one of these near future sessions and just play around with it, because I haven't done any weathering practice in a long time either. So we can get a little creative, see what we can make happen. There we go. Yeah, if you ever want to see something demonstrated and you're not sure about how to do it, YouTube videos are great, or just ask. I'm not going to profess to be, you know, the business, right? I'm not the guy. But I think there are a few things that I can do pretty well, and I'm always happy to demonstrate, or if I don't know how to do it, I'll practice so you don't have to jump in by yourself. I'm always down to add new techniques to my toolkit. Nice. Yes, they absolutely do. So when it comes to panel lining tools, Tamiya is my favorite. That was the bottle I was showing you. Tamiya has never failed me. I'm a huge fan. But keep in mind, and this is going to be really important if you ever do any painting down the road, different paints have different levels of heat. If you put enamel or lacquer over acrylic, it will generally distort the acrylic and or melt it. If you put lacquer over enamel, the same thing, because acrylic is water-based and enamel and lacquer are both different. So if you ever paint a kit, you airbrush it, or you hand paint it, whatever you do, and you want to weather it, top coat it. Do a layer of top coat, gloss, then do your panel lining and your weathering, and then put another top coat over that, whether it's gloss or matte. Never try to panel line over a matte coat, because matte coats are really diffracted, and not diffracted, but refracted, because the intent is to dull down light to give it that matte finish, and so when you try to apply your panel liner, it spreads instead of running where you need it to. So if you paint, top coat, then do your other stuff, then top coat again. If you don't want to paint, just apply your stuff. But keep in mind, if it's not acrylic, like the ones that you have sound like they are, if they're enamel or lacquer, you kind of still want to top coat anyways, because these can embrittle your plastic. So if you're ever to go to pose it or move it around, it becomes much more at risk for breaking. or snapping in those parts if there's like a lot of ink there. I've learned this from experience. Oops. I need PC 15. But yeah, sometime in the next couple weeks, once we finish this guy up and I have some free time, I'll do a whole session on top coating, weathering, things like that. As a matter of fact, I have another TR-1 Hazel that I want to detail up, so maybe we just play with that one. Maybe that's the one we'll use for it. Got it. Sanding cylinders. Oops. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna finish this part up and grab a bottle of water real fast. Come on, buddy. Yeah, sounds good. Kit bashing can be a lot of fun. It's something that I don't generally dabble in because it's a lot more brain power, and I'm not that kind of creative. But I encourage anybody to get into it and give it a shot, because there are a lot of really cool things that you can make by dipping out of the box. I've got a diorama or two I'll put on the Discord as well. And actually, because it's relevant to the conversation, let's go like this. I'm gonna play on my phone here on stream for a second. Let's go stream context, pictures. All albums, collections. So much to dig through. I also keep scrolling the wrong way and minimizing it, which is smart. Should have a picture in here. Goodness gracious, where is it? There we go. So I'm posting some after pictures of my Master Grade Stormbringer, and I'll post the unweathered version of it as well, so you can kind of see what I've done here with it. There we go. And then I have to scroll all the way back in time. Scrolling. Oh dear God. I really need to clean up my photos. Just have so much built up over the years. We're coming up on something like 8 years back now. Almost. Come on. Come on. I was taking so many reference pictures for models back then that I haven't cleared out. What a disaster. Okay. We made it back to the beginning. There we go. That next set of pictures, as they're uploading right now, let's see. That was the first anything I did for anything Gundam. One of the images doesn't want to load right now, but it should be okay. Ooh, it's not uploading, is it? There we go. I made a diorama for my first project because I didn't know what I wanted to do at first. Didn't know what I was getting into. Somebody just said, hey, come with us to this competition. This whole situation in Atlanta, Georgia. And so my weathering on that second set of pictures on the high-grade GM Custom is way, like, overly heavy. I didn't understand the whole rule of things aren't random. But, you know, you practice, right? You gotta get there somehow. So I went for it. And I like the way it came out. This was 7 years back. And I don't have it anymore, but I like to look back at that picture every once in a while and remember what I've made, how I've made it, why it looks the way it does, and use that as a guideline or a reference for future projects. I appreciate that. This guy will go like this. Hot damn. Yeah, that was a while ago. I 26, okay. That was when my model collection was only a stack high. Things were tougher back then. I was active duty at the time, and I don't know, Seth. I haven't gone to look because I'm afraid of it. If I don't acknowledge that it's the way that it is, then I don't have to clean it up anytime soon. But yeah, while I was still active duty, I had to keep my room tidy at all times because I lived in the barracks, which meant that whenever I was working on a piece for a competition or a project, I'd do a whole bunch of work, and then I'd have to put it all away every single day. I got to the point where I was not cleaning it up most days. And I'd do it like once or twice a week, maybe. If I suspected they were going to come by and do a room inspection. And they caught me once, and they're like, hey, what is all this? I'm like, you know, I do this for competitions, I do it competitively, I do it for fun. And they're like, oh cool, so you don't have to worry about you bringing girls back to the dorms. Whoa. Nope, you're good, Staff Sergeant, I'm too busy with this, thank you. What a real bastard of a man. Granted, he'd absolutely nailed me at the time. But how dare he? Was there one announced recently, Raver? We need E. Six, 8, 5, 9, 11. 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. Okay. Hey man, I wasn't gonna argue with him. That's the quickest way to end up with extra duties. Is it on there right now? Let me take a look. I thought I'd made my way through all of the P-Bandai sales already. I ordered myself 2 copies of the contrast colors clear Epion and the iron coating MGSD Barbados. View all brands, Gundam. Sort by model kits. A bunch of Gigans, which I love, but not in Master Grade, which I hate. The Tallgeese Flugel, which I love. I'm scrolling. Oh Jesus, the titanium coating Sazabi Master Grade for $242. Oh, okay, here it is. Luminous crystal body. Oh, that is cool, isn't it? I'm not a huge fan of the white finish on it, but I can appreciate a good crystalled out piece. Oh, even in the thrusters. That's so rad. This is a whole fresh mold, and I love that. That's sick. I just saw your message. We made it there, though. I'm thinking of getting it because I need it. You're not thinking of getting it then. You're just waiting to pull the trigger. Come on. Light pressure. There we go. Still a little bit left. Nice. One direction there. Shave that down. I love the unicorn perfect grade. I love the design of the Banshee in universe, but I don't love the master or the model kits, and I don't know what it is. I'd like to get the Phoenix, but I'm not willing to spend that price, and I'll spend a lot of money on a model. The problem is that I don't have any reason to believe that it'll be good gating. And titanium finish or special metal coating models without undergating are always kind of soul-wrenching because you put it together and every time you cut a part out, you're losing some of your shine. So I'd have to do some homework on that first. I have to go a little harder on this plastic here than I want to, but it's that same brittle white. Yeah, it's exorbitantly pricey. Like, at that point, I'd just buy a perfect grade perfectibility and just chrome gold finish the whole thing. It's cheaper. There we go, okay. I said I was gonna grab water and I forgot. Dang it. It's like 5 feet from me. I could turn around and grab it right now, but I want to wash my hands first. And now I'm already too deep. I gotta sand these off. Hydrate. Oh, I'm not gonna dry up in the next 10 minutes, no worries. Born to Hygog, forced to Zaku. Send me to the ocean, father. I long to be water. No, you're totally good. Mr. Bandai, I don't feel so good. Float away like plastic dust in the wind. Nice. Last part here. Ugh, that is an ugly, ugly mark. Let's go slow. I'm glad that landed. I felt like a fool. Don't overdo it there, Seth. Yeah, it's gonna take some leveler. You see that guy there? You can't see it on this angle, but there's a shine in the center, which means that I can't get it flush without eating up more than I really want to around it. Apparently my comedic timing lately is on point then. Now, to be fair, I was right. Not only did it opened rainbow. Maps are a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan. All the more so because I really need that money. I'm currently up to 13.5 or 14 mil, which means I need at least 2.5 mil more, if not like 6.5, depending on the location. How's this looking? Let's see here. Nice. We had a full clear on our first portal map last night, which was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I spent most of the evening getting outright robbed, which was a bummer. Well, that seems to be my map look, though, which makes it all the more fun in its own way. Because eventually I'm going to hit big, and it's going to be real nice. Are you just too busy with getting unpacked and finishing moving right now? Nice. Totally fair. Real life comes first. In the same vein, there are a lot of other things I want to do. You know, I want to play Claire Obscure. I want to take a road trip nearby. But I opted to start streaming for some reason. And now I'm having a lot of fun with this, so... Unfortunately, I'm single, and the housework doesn't do itself, and the food doesn't cook itself. So I'm eating up a lot of time being responsible and streaming 3 days a week. So down the road, I'll take a break, you know, go on hiatus for a week or two and do a bunch of the stuff I want to do again. But in the meantime, necessary sacrifices. Ooh, surely that's not what that looks like. Ugh. So this section right here in the center, this is the center of that, which means I have to sound down something miserable. Okay, nice and patient. Go restock on those maps, Seth. I gotta do the same. Not nearly as badly as everybody else does, because I only collect, you know, Brack skins, but... That's fair. That's gonna keep you busy. Good night, bot. What convention are you going to in September? If you don't mind me asking. You do not have to tell if you don't want to. Actually, I think Ocon is coming up or it just passed. I don't know when NebraskaCon is. I've lost track. GalaxyCon. What's the content there? What's it focused around? I'm assuming sci-fi stuff, but I could be absolutely wrong. Could just be a name. at a concert. I haven't gone to a concert in a while. Oh my god, it's been like a decade, actually. Oh no. Okay. Wait, that's like a lot more than I expected. You know, okay, cool, yeah. Voice actors, TV, movie actors, professional wrestlers, hold up. Burlesque dancers, okay. And tattoos. Just the whole gamut. That's crazy. This goes this way. Much better, okay. That goes on there like that. This goes on there kind of last. It's going to be oriented like this. Ah, okay. Slot that on over that. We need 2 more parts. Forgot to cut one out. My favorite piece on a model kit. Giant chunky leg. Heck yeah, you collecting signatures then? And anybody I would know? I definitely didn't say that, Seth. I'm pretty sure I explicitly said giant chunky leg. I'm not a foot guy. There we go. The feet could not be on the legs. All I care about is the legs. Very rarely are the feet on a Gundam noteworthy and cool, except for on the new Gundam, where they have little crab claws that kind of come out and hook into the surface of whatever it's fighting on for stability. It's pretty fun. I feel like this is going to get covered up. I'm not sure how much I want to sand it. But it's too late now. Ryan Colt Levi sounds familiar, and it makes me think Attack on Titan. I could be wrong, but the other two don't come to mind immediately. Oh, you know why I'm thinking Attack on Titan? I'm pretty sure this character just named Levi. Shame on me. That's some wild misconflation. Wild conflation? I don't think misconflation's a word. Pretty sure it's not a word. Come on, buff out for me. This poor sponge is hitting the end of its life as any sort of useful tool, and it may be time to finally retire it. Gotcha, okay. I haven't watched Chainsaw Man because I read enough of it to realize I didn't like it. Denji's got some real issues as a character. I forgot. You've 100% true, Seth. So you're into MHA as well, Raver. Have you watched? Okay. I'm thinking right now. Is Rhodey Soul the kid with the younger sisters that he's trying to take care of? This thing's shot too. Okay. Here we go. There was a lot I didn't care for in World Heroes mission, but that was a cool character. Definitely not upset about that one. Okay, yeah. So it's the younger siblings, that's right. Heck yeah, that's awesome then. Have you watched any of Vigilantes? And if so, how do you feel about it? I think I'm on episode 2 or 3 right now. Yes, okay, yeah. I'm familiar with Rhodey. Wow, they put that in an awful spot. Okay. And Seth, have you watched My Hero much / at all? I can't recall. If you have, I'm not sure that we've ever discussed it. Okay. I'm assuming you didn't love it then, since you're not caught up. That's fair. Which I think is kind of a bummer, because Season 4 is where it gets crazy. I believe that's the overhaul arc. But if you're not enjoying it, you're not enjoying it, and that's kind of all there is. Yeah, Popstep is an interesting character. But I made it... Generally, I give shows 3 episodes, and I loved My Hero. I made it through 3 episodes of Vigilantes, and I was just so bored. Yeah, Chisaki is... That's a character. Where are my stickers right now? There they are. we go. Tamp that down. Get it nice and even and smooth. These guys, we gotta be careful because the foils rub off really easily. That's fair. Yeah, and I'm in the same boat, right? I think a lot of the characters are a lot of fun. Whoa, that spooked me. Let's get these nice and even at the same time. There we go. Hey, starting to come together. Yeah, I think My Hero has fantastic character arcs for some of the characters. Popping that neck loose. B24. One on each side. A25, A25, E4, E3. Okay. Chunky leg pieces. I want to understand Code Geass. I don't get the hype. I'll never make it far enough into that show to get it either. Yeah, it's an abysmal art style. I might be watching Zoids tonight, boys and girls. That just popped into my head out of nowhere. I'm gonna cut this very carefully here. Do some extra cleanup to make sure it doesn't gouge up here on a thin part. That's so real, Seth. I don't love that. But that's exactly what it is. Nice. A little bit left over that will easily sand away. And we came down here. Easy sand. Yeah, I might watch Zoids and play Bastion tonight. That sounds like a night. Those guys are good there. to that. Nice. Cut that off there. Clear for pegs a little bit so there's no fitment issues. I need the A runner, which is not over there. I need M1, which is right here. I need L2. Two A25s. Zoids was pretty awesome. I think I really only watched like a good chunk of season 1. So I need to go binge that too. I also need to rewatch and actually finish some of Digimon at some point. I owe it a fair shot. This is a massive foot. Boy's got size 18 Jordans. This is actually absurd. Big feet. No, it's accurate. What are those? Ooh, that is a large connecting piece of plastic. Okay. Cut wide. We'll do a bunch of cleanup on it. We're almost done with this leg. Empty sprue. Trash pile. Take that out later. How's the weather? It's better than it was last night, that's for sure. It was storming pretty badly. I'd give you a direct, forecast, but my blinds are shut. My desk is right up against that window. And there's no opening those right now. Less hot than it was yesterday, though. And I can feel that much inside, which is nice. But it shouldn't be that hot again anytime soon, which I'm very thankful for. This absolute monstrosity of a nub. There we go. Already prepped those. I prepped those. Okay, let's cut these down. This guy should be fine. I mean, I suppose depending on how far you are over the border, our weather is probably pretty similar. If anything, I'll see it a few hours before you will. Oh, what does he do in Nebraska? There we go. Also, I don't know how into D&D you are, if at all. But next time we have a convention coming up that I'll be DMing at, I'll put the word out for anybody in our vicinity. So if anybody wants to meet up out there for a good old-fashioned dice fest, we can make something happen. Heck yeah, there's some good money to be had there. Especially considering how archaic Nebraska's current infrastructure is. That one's already good. Let's do this. Our last stretch. Come at this from the other side so we can get a good bit of leverage on it. Make sure it's perfectly parallel. Perpendicular? Parallel. I always mixed that up as a kid. Never got any better at it. I thought you were done with, oh, you said Endwalker. That's right. You're a madman, Seth. Take it easy on yourself. My tolerance for fates is extremely low. But I've been nudging all of my classes up into that level range so that I can start fading it out, because I need to do it anyway. We are going to be done with this model sooner than I was really expecting in the grand scheme of things. So I will put up tonight a poll for, hey, what should we do next? Nice. Is there any benefit to finishing the Shadowbringer Shared Fates? Like there is for Endwalker and the Mount tickets? Come on, buddy. You're among the last. Just take your sanding gracefully. Go to sleep. Okay, so nothing I'm super concerned with, most likely. I'll check the framers kits, just in case. Buff and level, scrape and shovel, wiping down my plastic hovel. Come on. Oh, this crystal tower's kind of cool. I'll take a look. I just don't know if it's cool enough to justify that many fates. Real gentle here. This is a very small amount of debris, if any. Yeah. Nice. Totally fair. Knock it all out, right? I'm just excited to see what has, come on, words. I'm excited to see what the next series milestone has, because, with how unfun Crystalline Conflict has been this set, combined with how uninteresting the rewards are, I couldn't bring myself to touch it. Which sucks, because I really used to like CC. But I don't know if they changed how matchmaking works or something. Every game felt one-sided from the get-go. Every time. Good. Good. Yeah. No rad gear, no cool mounts. Just kind of generic rewards. That and the PvP gear this set. I'm not a huge fan of the Alexandrian, you know, future punk style. Not even punk, streetwear. It just doesn't do it for me. Thanks, Nightbot. Who's a good boy? Who's a good little comment spammer? Who's a good little advertiser? You are! Yes, you are. The stream is going a little longer than usual. Started a little early. We're going to finish a little late. But this leg is going to look so good for it. Let's take a look and see if I need to sand this. These parts are going to go in here, and they're going to go in there. No, shouldn't be necessary. Wow, it really just slotted itself in there. Okay. Last stretch. We're going to grab a fresh piece of 5,000 grit for this. Oh, come on, buddy. Buff, buff, buff. Shine, shine, shine. Nice. I'm so excited for this whole thing to come together. I love this suit design so very much. you make some good progress on your crystal unicorn raver? Buff, buff, buff. Almost done. Almost there. How exciting! Good. Get these guys just a little bit on each end to flatten them out. There we go. Come on, buddy. Nice. And that should be fine. This will slot in like so. That shouldn't be visible. Neither will those. Okay. No! 2 more stickers. Last 2. Right? Yes. Come on, buddy. Oh no. Oh no, don't latch on. I'm not ready. Okay. Oh, this one's gonna be a problem. Ah, come on. Oh, jeez. Okay, salvaged, I think. Nice. Not perfect, but stickers never are. Whereas that one is the most perfect I've ever put on a sticker. How remarkable. Cool. Boom. This part will go on first. Lost track of my leg for a second there. Is that the right direction? Seems like it. Doesn't feel like it though. That wasn't a great sensation that I just felt. Let's take a look here, shall we? I'm gonna slot this on. It's gonna go like this. That is the right direction. It was just too high. Oops. Let's put in our side pieces now. That'll go in like that. This will go in on the outside, like so. Holding that other piece in so it doesn't drop out. Okay. Okay. Nothing to worry about on the other side. We'll just slot those pieces in there as well. Shabam. Rotate it as I dropped it in. That's fine. Boom. There's our other boy. Come on. Boom. Come on, bud. Ooh, what's happening here? Safe. It's being real finicky right here. Okay. Generally, you should never need to apply force. But in this case, you do. And I don't know why. You're telling me, dog. But I know generally how much force I'm applying. I know I'm not flexing it. It's just a bit of resistance. It's tight along the inside here. When I take it back apart, I'll fix it for the reassembly. Bottom of the foot. Back of the foot. This is on this side. This is right here. Slot that bad boy in. Right there. Slot this bad boy in. Oh, homie's got heels. Okay. This is the bottom of the foot. You can see, because it shows it slotting into the bottom of the foot. Remember how I didn't build the feet earlier because I didn't want to? Damn, that's funny. Well, you know. That's the way of things. We'll have to do it next time. Okay, nothing's broken, but that was... Oh, wow, I fully blew the waist in half. That's remarkable. Come here. Did anything break? No, it's just not the tightest connection. I'll have to be wary of that down the road. Make sure those are both snug there. That might take glue once we're all said and done. That was absolutely incredible. Slightly, yeah. There we go. That's now snug. Remember I mentioned before, like, this waist piece doesn't like to connect properly? This is actually the piece in question that is still refusing to go in where it is required. There's just not a lot I can do about it. besides gluing it shut. This is an absolutely awfully designed segment. I don't know what to do about this. This is just a faulty design. This comes up this way. It keeps wanting to slide away and I can't control it because of where it's positioned to be attached. This is remarkably bad. Okay, it's now in there. Now that it's in there, we gotta swing that forward. Yeah, this is getting pinned and or glued shut down the road, and I'll have to be very careful with the second leg. But it's so bad that like the leg is now freely swinging because it's such a weak attachment point. You can see that in there. Yeah, that's getting glued down the road, 100%. And it's going on the base to keep it up. Never before have I seen a leg this loose. That's a model ruiner right there. That's actually crazy. How remarkably frustrating that is. Can't do anything about it. Not right now. Not until all is said and done. I bet you, I wonder if I can click it forward and get it to lock in place like it was locked before. Yeah, I can feel a point of resistance in there. That's pushing those halves apart again. Okay, it's now like semi-locked in place, which is good, but it's not solid. It's better. We'll make do. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining. This has been mostly fun. Tomorrow we'll actually remember to build a foot. And we'll throw together the other leg twice as fast as we got this one done. And we'll let our boy stand on his own while we finish his hands and head and weapons. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Close to this time again, 6 p.m. my time, 2 hours prior. You guys have a great day. Hooray for good sticker placement, right? Shiny boys. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night.